Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello, welcome to Business Studies online classes. Myself Dr. Prakash Bhat. In the previous class, I have explained about the meaning of formal organization. Formal organization is one of the organization structure in which authority and responsibility of the people are properly defined. There is a preset goal to achieve. People are appointed by the organization itself. There will be strict rules and regulations to be followed by all employees, and it is very rigid structure. Let us know, we have already analyzed the definition also regarding formal organization. Let me take up the features of formal organization in this class. First and foremost, explains the relationship between the people. Of course, when we appoint people in the organization, like Mr. A is appointed as the manager, Mr. B working under him as deputy manager, maybe below him there will be an engineer. Now, the authority is clearly defined. Mr. A is the manager of the organization or a particular department, and Mr. B, deputy manager, working under Mr. A. So, the authority of Mr. A is more than Mr. B, and B should be answerable for the work done by him, which is assigned by Mr. A. And Mr. B has to complete the work as per the instructions of Mr. A. And Mr. C, being an engineer, he is responsible to answer. He is answerable to Mr. B, deputy manager, and indirectly to Mr. A, also the manager of the department. Same way, easy to fix responsibility. We can fix the responsibility. If work is not done, we need not have to ask Mr. C or B. Straight away, the managing director or the higher authorities of Mr. A will ask Mr. A for not doing the work. They will not ask engineer why the work is not done. They will ask Mr. A, your departmental work is pending, why? Answer B. Like that. So, Mr. A is responsible to get the work done. So, here explains the relationship. First point, here the relationship between Mr. A and B. Here manager, deputy manager, engineer, the relation between Mr. A and B being boss and the subordinate. Again B and C, boss and the subordinate. So this relationship can be easily identified. So this is one of the features of formal organization. Second one is means to achieve objective. Means to achieve objective. There is a particular goal to achieve. I told you formal organization has its own goal to achieve. There will be an objective in hand to achieve. Without any objective, organizations are not formed or established in case of formal organization. So whatever the objective is set at the planning stage itself, that should be achieved. For that, formal organization structure will be built, and everyone in the organization structure should work for achievement of those preset goals. Third one is efforts can be coordinated. The work done by each and every person can be coordinated very easily. The work done by Mr. A has to coordinate the work done by Mr. B, C, D or any number of people working in this department. Because all are working towards a common goal that is set by the organization. I mean, the organizational goals are to be achieved first, and in the meantime, the goals of individual goals of the people in the organization gets achieved. So, organizational goals which are preset should be achieved. So, all the efforts are to be coordinated. The work done by all the people in the organization of different departments and different levels at different levels should be coordinated, clubbed together, blended together, so that we can achieve the organizational goals. This is the third feature. Fourth one is deliberately designed. As I already told you, formal organization is established or which is formed to achieve a particular goal in hand, preset objectives in hand. So it is deliberately designed. There is a purpose to achieve. For that purpose, the formal organization is designed. Not like an informal organization where people sit in the canteen together and there is a designation or task create nothing. One person will be selected as the group member and others will follow him. There is no proper structure. It is not rigid at all. It is flexible. Anyone can come and anyone can quit the organization. But here it is not like that. There is a deliberation or there is an objective set to achieve. Last one is priorities on work to be performed. Here we are concerned about the work, not about the relation between the people. Social relation among the people is not important here. We are concerned only about the work because we have to achieve the goal of the organization. That is our ultimate goal. That is the ultimate goal. For that reason, we will put more emphasis on the work to be performed by each people in the organization. And we will ask the people who are not doing the work properly, and they will be answerable because their work is clearly defined. Their work is clearly defined or designed, and they are responsible for the work that is to be done by them, which is assigned to them. So authority given to them, responsibility given to them. They are supposed to achieve those objectives. So these are the features of formal organization. Let us move on to the plus points or merits or advantages of formal organization. First one is easy to fix a responsibility. As I already told you while explaining the relationship between the people, during that time I told easy to fix responsibility along with that, because when we design the organization structure in formal organization, we can easily fix the responsibility of the people. Suppose the work of an engineer is incomplete, straight away we can charge the engineer. Why the work is not done? Because we are paying friends. Because the order of the day, MNCs, they never tolerate. If they spend 10 rupees, they should get 20 rupees. Otherwise, they will not tolerate. They will not compromise with the inefficiency of the people. Immediately they will say get lost. Take your final clearance and get lost. Because the person who is appointed must be beneficial to the organization. That is the first important thing. So it is very easy to fix responsibility. If the work is not done, we can make the person held liable for that. Second one is no confusion in role. The role designed and assigned to some people. Mr. A is appointed as the manager. He has the role to work as the manager. So he has to do all the work of a manager. Otherwise, what happens? He will be answerable. He will be held liable for not doing his work. So no confusion. Mr. C will not go and do the manager's work. Mr. D will not come and do the engineer's work because Mr. C is there as an engineer and Mr. A is the manager. He need not do the engineer's work. If there is so emergency, he may do it, but there is no need to do it. As per the organization structure, the authority is very clearly defined, so no confusion. Everyone is given a particular responsibility, they will achieve it. The next one is unity of command maintained. What is unity of command? Unity of command means the order given by the boss to the subordinate. That is unity of command. the hierarchy of positions in the organization structure, or there is a line of authority from top to bottom, which is called scalar chain, where you can see here Mr. A, then Mr. B, then Mr. C. Likewise, there is a downward flowing of authority and upward flowing of responsibility. They are answerable to the higher authorities. Here, the authority can be exercised at the lower level by the top authority towards a lower one or subordinate. So it flows downwards, vertically downwards. So unity of command is maintained everywhere in the organization. So command is maintained because Mr. A when assigns some work to Mr. B, B should do it. B should do it. It is the duty of Mr. B to do it. So that is called unity of command. There should be only one boss to a person, to an individual employee. Otherwise the authority and responsibility gets confused. We have studied in second chapter, that is principles of management, given by Henry Fayol, where there should be only one boss to an individual employee. Otherwise, everything gets confused. If 10 people, Mr. A, then maybe F, Mr. G, H, all are managers, everyone commands Mr. B. Do you think Mr. B will be in a position to do the work? No, never. Because he gets confused. Mr. H says, do the work. Mr. G says, don't do the work. Mr. F says, left to you, whether you do it or not. Mr. A says, see, I don't know. You do whatever you like. It's totally left to you. So such commands from different authorities comes, Mr. B gets confused, and there are chances that Mr. B will keep quiet without doing anything, saying that everyone is telling in a different way, so I got confused, I didn't do any work. This is the least, and there is a chance for Mr. B to escape from his responsibility. So this will create chaos and confusion. So unity of command is maintained under formal organization. So clear authority and responsibility is defined, and it is given to each and every individual employee. Next one is effective accomplishment of goals. Goals of the organizations can be easily achieved when we define the authority and responsibility, when the job is given to each and every individual in a proper way, and when this work scope is defined properly, then there is no problem for achievement of goals, because all the work of the people will be coordinated together, and ultimately the goal of the organization plus goal of the individual gets accomplished. So this is the best way to achieve the goal of the organization, because there is clear authority and responsibility, clear work defined, and everyone's responsibility is clearly given, and work is assigned in a proper way. So there is no confusion, and achieving goals can be easily achieved. Then provides stability. Is the last merit of formal organization. What is stability? Mr. A scores 100% in first test, second test maybe 80%, third test 30%, fourth test again 100%. The person is not stable. Student is not stable because he is not maintaining it properly. In the same way, whenever there is no proper rules and regulations, there are no proper authority, there is no work defined properly, then chances are there the work may not be properly done and the goals cannot be achieved properly, and ultimately what happens? The organization has to suffer. The organization may earn 100 rupees profit, 80 rupees profit, 30 rupees profit, or maybe loss. Likewise, there will be instability of earnings. There is no stability of earnings in the organization. In the same way, here the work cannot be done properly and there will not be stability to the organization. And goals cannot be achieved properly. So for that reason, formal organization is a best solution where the organization can remain stable, because everything is clear cut. Everyone knows his work and everyone does his work. and everyone tries to achieve the goal of the organization, and ultimately organizational goal and individual goals both can be achieved, and organization can perform better and profit margin will increase. This is about the last it's a merit. Moving on to the dark side or demerits or disadvantages. First one is delay in taking decisions. This is of course mostly happens in government offices. If you want to get something approved from the chief minister, you cannot go directly. You have to inform your local leader, then maybe MLA, then it will go to someone else, like that. Or official level work, you have to get it is to be done. Then you have to send through the local level, then to the higher level. It goes continuously. It takes time. It takes a lot of time. So there will be delay in taking decisions. Like Mr. T wants to get some information from Mr. A, the manager. He cannot go directly. He will ask Mr. C. Engineer will say, let me ask and I will let you know. Then he will go ask B. B will say, okay fine, let me give you answer later. I will ask manager. Then Mr. B will go to A. A may not be there on that day. He may be on leave. Or next day he may approach again. Mr. A will say, I am busy now, come later. When Mr. A becomes free, Mr. B may not be free, he will be busy. So ultimately, the answer for the question raised by Mr. D remains unresolved. So this happens, this creates a lot of delay. If Mr. D is given the permission to go to Mr. A directly and get it resolved, then no time is required. Immediately the problem can be solved by Mr. A and Mr. D will be happy and Mr. D can do his work. Till the decision comes from Mr. A, maybe after 2 days, 3 days or 4 days, Mr. D cannot proceed further. Don't you think this is a delay in taking decision? Of course. So there will be delay and ultimately work cannot be done. So this is what the delay is. When there is an organization structure clearly defined in case of formal organization, then you have to follow the line of authority. You cannot bypass the authority, this line of authority. Immediate supervisor or immediate boss should be consulted. So you cannot directly bypass these people who are in between the higher authority and you. You cannot bypass these people, which creates delay in taking decision. Now, moving on to the next one, so rigid. Of course, you cannot change it. Very rigid means your authority and responsibility and your job is clearly defined. So, you have to work within that boundary. Like in cricket, this much is the boundary. If crosses, then 4 goes directly outside, 6, like that. Some norms are there. In the same way, in organization, when a person is appointed for a job, he will be given a scope. His boundary will be defined. How he has to work, within which he has to work. He cannot go outside and work. So, within that boundary, he has to do whatever the authority sanctioned to him. And he has to use that much of authority only. He cannot go beyond his authority and he cannot act. That will create confusion and problem to the individual employee. So this is another weakness of formal organization. If there is rigid structure or fixed structure which cannot be changed. It cannot be changed. Last one is difficult to understand human relation. In case of informal organization, there is a chance to develop human relations. Everyone, those who are like-minded or those who have same attitude or mentality, they will sit together. The students, suppose in case of institutions, those who are bright enough or those who are intelligent enough, they will form their own group, they will sit together, they will sit separately and they will study. Likewise, negative is also true. So, my point here is, it's very difficult to understand human relation in case of formal organization. They will do their work. Whenever work is defined, when job description is clearly informed to the employee will do the work. But whether there is good relation or bitter relation among the boss and the subordinate, no one knows. It will not come to light because they are duty bounded and they are doing their work, their duty, that's all. And they are paid for that. Whether there is personal relation between, human relation between Mr. A and B, never knows. Ultimately, what happens is that if the social relation of the boss and subordinate spoils, it will not come to light. The morale of the subordinate will go down. Morale of the subordinate will go down. Ultimately, it will lead to cold war between the boss and the subordinate. And this is one of the, there is a solid problem for the organization. It's a big problem for the organization because when there is clashes among the employees working in the organization, then definitely the organization will not prosper. Whenever there is good relation among the people, whenever the morale of the employee is high, the state of morale of employee is high, the employee will be pleased to work in the organization. The employee will give 100% to the organization, and ultimately the efficiency of the employee will come true, and ultimately the work output will be increased and increased profit for the organization, which is nothing but sound relation, good morale in the organization. So whenever the employees are demoralized or when they have dissatisfaction in their mind, definitely they will not give their 100%. And their efficiency will not come out properly, their output will decrease. Ultimately, it is a mar on the progress of the organization. It is a problem for the organization. It should be resolved at the earliest. So, this is another, there is a last, there is weakness of formal organization, difficult to understand human relations. In case of informal organization, it is possible. We can understand the human relation very easily because the structure is built on the basis of human relations. Here, structure is built on the basis of the duty and authority and responsibility. So, this is about the last, there is a demerit of formal organization. Moving on to the conclusion, formal organization can be used where the organization is very large, there are different products, or there is a it runs on huge scale, large scale, like MNCs. Their formal organization definitely will work. It cannot be used in small scale organizations. Formal organization cannot be used in small scale organizations because more human relations are required in case of small organizations. So this is about the formal organization. I'll take up that is informal organization in my next class. Write the assignment for you. Mention the features of formal organization. Mention the features of formal organization. No need to explain, simply mention it. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you.